The minute I come back from a trip, I make sure to throw all of the clothes into the laundry and then I disinfect my suitcase. In this Wake Up Early vlog, we are going to reset our lives and feel motivated again. And thank you so much to Grammarly for sponsoring this video. Good morning everyone. In today's Wake Up Early vlog, we will be resetting our lives. Instead of feeling like we need to catch up on our work, I want to feel like we are on top of our work. So today is a catch-up day and also resetting my apartment and just feeling like my life is together. I feel like my life is together when things are clean, I am on top of my work, and I'm eating well. And I am taking care of my body. Except to turn off my alarm, I have not reached for my phone in the past hour. And I'm trying really hard not to grab my phone first thing in the morning. And it's a little crazy how I feel an itch to check my phone, check my social media, but I'm going to get things done first before I veg and do that. I shared in my other Wake Up Early vlog that I have been figuring out what is next in terms of my profession. And so I'm trying to think 10, 20 years ahead of myself, figuring out what the Lord wants for me. But that means I also need to practice sounding a lot more professional and a lot more confident. And this video is sponsored by Grammarly. I've been using Grammarly for about 4 to 5 years now, and a lot of my students saw my old Grammarly ad before. So I'm gonna follow up on some of my emails, and this is how I use Grammarly. Grammarly is a digital writing assistant, and they always let me know the tone of my emails, and it helps me edit my writing by suggesting grammar or spelling fixes. Grammarly Premium has a tone rewrite suggestion that helps build strong, productive relationships in the workplace or at school. It's crucial to have strong relationships at work to get things done and create professional settings. Sometimes I use words like just, which makes me sound less confident. I was just wondering. I just wanted to follow up. Grammarly Premium's tone rewrite suggestion ensures I come across more confident, capable, and sure of myself. You can download Grammarly, which easily integrates into our daily lives because it works in email, Google Docs, and Microsoft Word to ensure your tone is coming across the way that you want it to. Get things done by finding the right tone with Grammarly. Go to grammarly.com/Maya Lee to sign up for an account or get 20% off when you upgrade to Grammarly Premium. I love Grammarly so much, and sometimes how we talk is not necessarily how we should be writing. I'm going to vacuum a little bit and clean before I head out to my workout so I can take care of my body. Just came back from my workout and my grocery run, and I put everything away. I ended up buying enough groceries for an entire week, so hopefully I eat out a little less. Now it's smoothie time. Let's do a collagen smoothie today. Some strawberries and a little bit of ice. Oh, okay, that's too much. Time to have a snack. Yes! We're gonna go with this one today. So I just noticed this at the very top. Let's give it a try. Ha! Ta-da! Now we have to eat it the Chongbuk way. Wow! Yummy! Alright family, a little life update. Wow, that's spicy, but it's so good. I've actually been going to therapy for 3 years, and I started going because there were many moments in my life where I would get upset or I would just be so sad inside, and I would just wonder, why am I like this? Or I would just feel so misunderstood. And as a Christian and as a believer, of course, you know, I pray, I read my Bible, but I just wanted to better understand, like, how did God make me? Why am I the way that I am? And going to therapy, you know, she is someone that doesn't know any of the people that I'm talking about. It is a completely unbiased, separate person who gets to just talk to me, listen to me, and I get to just share for an hour about everything that I'm thinking about. It's been 3 years, and we finally got to a point where she feels like I don't need to see her as often anymore. She feels like I have all the tools I need to continue on, and of course if I ever feel like I need to have a talk, I can always hit her up and we can have a session. But lots of growth and change, and we love to see it. But therapy is hard. It feels like a workout where you don't really feel like going, or you make excuses why you shouldn't go or you don't need to go. But it truly has helped me, and to understand that below the anxious feeling, below the feeling of being fearful of the future, there are other things that are happening based on my upbringing, based on what has happened. But I will let you in on something we shared at my most recent session. So finances has always been a very sensitive topic for me, not in terms of talking about finances, but just finances equals stability in my life. And even if we have exactly what we need, I am always fearful of what if we end up not having enough. We talked through that, and I feel like I don't deserve rest, because I should be working so hard to get my family as far away from a life of financial hardships as possible. And so I put this heavy burden on myself to feel like I don't deserve to rest. I don't deserve to not be working like 50 hours a week. But now that I let teaching go, I feel like I'm wasting time. Even though I'm focusing on my YouTube channel and doing other things, I feel like, no, I should be doing more. So we talked a little bit more about that, of where that comes from. And it comes from me feeling like I'm behind because I have to do it on my own. I felt like I need to work twice as hard to be there, you know, for my family and my future family. And so that's why I feel like I'm behind, because I've just had to work harder than maybe people who have been here for more generations. And then my therapist kind of mentioned, you know, if you had a student in your class, would you see them any differently? And I was like, no, of course not. And then she asked, how would you view them? And I would say, I do think they may have to work a little harder than their peers if, you know, at home they don't get the support that they need. And then my therapist asked me, but do you think that child deserves rest? And I said, oh yeah, 100%. Like, of course they should go to recess. Of course they should get rest. It's not like I would say, you can't go to recess because you should be working twice as hard right now than the rest of your peers. Like, I would never say that. Of course, at that moment I realized, but why do I say that to myself? Like, why do I think I don't deserve rest? Why do we think we don't deserve rest? And so this is a new shift I'm having with productivity of, what am I working so hard for? It's out of fear. It's out of worrying about the future, versus coming from a place of peace, of knowing, you know, everything I have belongs to the Lord, and He is the one who is my provider, and all that I do is for Him. And so if that's the case, then why am I living in fear? That was kind of like the thought process we went through, and it was just so reassuring to have that reminder. So that was my little spiel about therapy, and I'm just so thankful for this space where I can share honestly and openly about my faith and my life, and that you all are so receptive and kind and understanding. Cheers! Shower all done, and I need to get some editing done. I still do all of my editing by myself. I film, I script, and I'm just so thankful that you guys are here watching me and letting me be a part of your life. Eating a salad in a ramen bowl. When I travel, I don't eat as many greens, and so when I come back, I'm just craving Korean food and vegetables. Time to watch BTS. Whenever I get really anxious about the future, because I'm very future oriented, then I don't really enjoy the present. Whenever I get that way, what really grounds me is to remember to pray and talk to my Heavenly Father, and just not only letting Him know all of my worries and my fears, but remembering what He says in His Word. We should cast all of our anxiety and our cares onto Him because He cares for us. Papa Lee has asked me to do a few things. Kiddos of immigrants, you know how this feels where you have to translate things or help your parents out. Just know it's part of the fact that we got to live here and be Americans, and we went to an American school system where we got to learn English. You know, if I went to Korea and had to translate documents in Korean, I would have a very hard time. So I empathize with that. English is hard. I have a dermatology appointment in 30 minutes. I need to head out very shortly. But thank you guys for joining me on my Wake Up Early vlog. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe and join the family. Bye!